Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have done a makeup tutorial for when you are feeling a little bit puffy with a little bit of a situation of puffiness around your eyes. I woke up like that today, which was kind of a bummer because I wanted to film something else. I turned a negative into a positive and came up with this idea. So I have focused entirely on skin, lips, and lashes. The eyelids are pretty much invisible, like they're really neutral. So if you're interested in seeing how I came up with this look, just keep on watching. So to depuff my eyes a little bit, I'm going to start off with my eye cream. This is the Origins GinZing Refreshing Eye Cream. So it's going to help deflate a little bit the puffiness around my eyes. I'm going to focus a lot on my lips and on my skin. So for my skin right now, I'm going to moisturize and make it very luminous and glowy so it looks very appealing. So for that, I'm going to mix my moisturizer, the Clean&Clear Essentials Dual Action, with 2 drops of Argan oil and 1 drop of my CoverFX Moonlight Illuminator drops. And lastly, for skincare, I'm going to apply some sunscreen to just protect my skin from the sun. This is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer. For primer, I'm just going to use the tiniest little amount of the Benefit Porefessional on the centers of my face. To cancel the darkness underneath my eyes, I'm going to mix the Urban Decay Naked Skin Peach Corrector and some of my Maybelline concealer. And now to cancel out some of the redness I have on my skin, I'm going to use the LA Girl Green Corrector with my Maybelline concealer. Now before I apply my foundation, I'm going to add some more of these CoverFX drops onto the high points of my face. For foundation today, I'm using my Urban Decay All Nighter. This is a matte foundation, so if your skin is a little dry, I would recommend mixing it with a bit of oil or moisturizer. This foundation, I like to apply onto my face with a little synthetic brush, and then I blend it out with my beauty blender so I can get a little bit more moisture from the beauty blender. Now for concealer, I am mixing my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 10 and the tiniest bit of the Better Skin by Maybelline. This is just a little bit lighter. Now I'm just going to use my RCMA No Color Powder to set anywhere that I crease. So for me, it's underneath my eyes and a little bit on my smile lines. Since this foundation is matte, it isn't really necessary to powder your entire face. And recently, what I've been loving so much to set my under eye is just a flat foundation brush. It doesn't pack on too much product like my beauty blender would before. I just feel for me, it gives me more of a clean and not cakey finish. And then I'm lightly going to powder my T-zone. But super lightly. Now I'm just going to cream contour using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit. And I'm going to use this shade, which is Java. And I added some oil to it so it is creamier. And now to blend it all in, I'm just using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This jacket's bothering me so much. To bronze up my face, I'm using this Almay Smart Shade Bronzer in the shade 40 Sunkissed. For brows, I'm using my Anastasia Dipbrow in medium brown, and I'm doing my exact same routine from my brow routine video. Now to set them in place, I'm using first my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer, and then I'm going over that with the L'Oreal Brow Gel. This is just the tinted brow gel. Now to prime my eyelids, I'm just using the Shadow Insurers by Too Faced. Now we're going to go super simple on the eyes, so for that I'm just going to use a matte shade, something very neutral that's going to just enhance my eyes a little bit but nothing too crazy. So for that I'm using the Smashbox Shape Matters palette. It's called Shape Matters Eyes. So I'm starting off with this matte beige shade, just applying it everywhere to set the primer. So I just realized that this palette has names. It's pretty good. So the shade I applied previously is Vanilla, and now I'm going to apply a Rose Hip to the crease, this like pretty dusty rose color. Now with a smaller blending brush, this is a Morphe M433, I am grabbing Haze, which is this kind of contour shade. And with this shade, I am going to mimic my crease, but a little bit higher. Right now, since they're a little puffy, the crease is very low. So if we make it look higher, it takes that away a little bit. So I'm just gonna look straight and map out the crease area. So the shade I grabbed previously is not called Haze, it's called Desert, in case anyone has this palette. Now for my lid, I am grabbing the shade Vanilla again and packing this on. And again, we want to make our crease look higher, so I am applying this on the crease, like on my real eye crease. Now to darken up the outer corner, I'm using Suede, which is this kind of caramel chocolate-y brown. Now for my lower lash line, I am bringing the shade Suede, which is the one I just used, with a pencil brush. And that is it for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not adding any liner or anything because again, it's a little puffy around this area, so if I were to wing out anything, it could not look so good because again, here in the outer corner, it's like very mushed together, everything. So now I'm just going to add mascara. First, I'm using the Colossal by Maybelline. Before that dries, I'm gonna use the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. For my waterline, I'm using the Sigma Polished Inner Rim Brightener. It's just a nude pencil. And for mascara, on my bottom lashes, I'm using the Rocket Volume by Maybelline. It separates the lashes very nice. So I wanted to try something different and I applied half lashes, but I applied them underneath my real lashes. It's hard, but it looks good. To get them on properly, you have to really curl your lashes a lot so it's easy to get in there. And then when you apply the glue, put it over the band rather than underneath the band. And I'm gonna just apply them on from underneath. Now onto lips. First I'm going to line them with the Rimmel Exaggerated Lip Liner in Addiction. Now so the lip color stays on my lips all day, I'm going to set it with translucent powder and go in again with the lip liner with another coat. And for my lip color, I'm using the NYX Liquid Suede Lipstick in Vintage. For highlighter, I'm going to use a base first. I'm going to apply this Sonia Kashuk stick highlighter. It's in the shade Sparkling Sands. I'm going to apply it onto my finger and then tap it onto my cheekbones. Then I'm going over that with my Anastasia That Glow Kit and I'm using the shade Sunburst. Then for blush, I'm using the Wet n Wild Rosé Champagne. Ooh, it broke. Ooh. This blush. And lastly, I'm just going to apply some of my Urban Decay setting spray so all the powders mix and look like my skin, and also my makeup lasts all day. Oh, this gets me so cold. It's freezing here. So this is the final look. This is what I would wear when my eyes are a little bit puffy. I truly hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was really last minute. I mean, I was gonna film, but then the idea totally changed and I was so happy I came up with this idea because I feel it's going to help many out there. I know if I would have seen this video like before I did it, I would have thought it was a genius idea because we all have those days. Please like this video if you did and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video.